The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
United against Uruguay.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the brilliant De Ligt has both the intelligence and physical traits to make him a class apart as a centre-half. Long passes are something he's really been working on, and he'll provide a lot of quality diagonal balls for the attack to latch onto, so keep your eye on that.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Torres! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Great chance! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Oh, well measured. It's a threatening ball. Chance, surely! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Torres! Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Inzaghi, and this is tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Kimmich's cross, and now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Oh, such a clever touch. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is well cleared. Aimed beyond the defence. Vitinha. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Inzaghi. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Memorabilia from today's match.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Vitinha. Now it's Berbatov. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gerrard. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Gerrard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, well timed.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, important interception. Gerrard. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a great ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cristiano Ronaldo really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
Well, the two coaches
Cristiano
are
Ronaldo.
signalling changes here,
Number
both at the
2,
same time.
Joshua Kimmich. Number 19.
Ball
Vitinha.
has bounced loose now.
Number 9.
Back to the
Fernando
keeper.
Torres. Coming on the field. Number 10. Raul. Number
Gerrard.
24. McAllister. Number
Pass
20.
is coming off in quick succession here.
Number 21.
I thought it was going to happen then.
Elijah Diouf.
How many more chances
Substitution in
can they
progress.
realistically expect now?
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 3
Duke
minutes
always
added
looking for that
time.
half a chance. And this is Raul. It's Raul! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that's a dangerous ball. Raul! And that is as much as we have time for. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Brazil against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man they call El Nino.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And they've got rid and claimed it back swiftly. And he's gone looking for safety. And this is Inzaghi. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's a throw-in. And he's managed to get free. That is good strength. White gets it away. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Played in by Roberto Carlos. That's going to go a long way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get rid and reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Vitinha. Oh, what a ball! Cristiano Ronaldo! He's going for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
That has ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Knocks it into space. It's been slipped through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal. Conte. Vitinha. Now it's Cruyff. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Vitinha. And here's a great chance! It's there!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Quick reminder today,
Manchester United leading by one at the break.
It's time to announce today's winning lottery.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Chouameni. Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, that was vital. Marquinhos plays it long. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Still just a single goal between the sides. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Real chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Has to go back here. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 7, Robert.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 8, Yamal. Number 21, Ibrahimovic.
And again they run up against
Number
stubborn
18,
defending. Berbatov
Coming on
looking
the
to
field,
play it in.
Number 20,
Xavi Alonso.
Number
And beautifully
13,
policed that midfield. The opposition have been
Number 10,
anchored.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That's another chance!
Substitution.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Kimmich. There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Can he finish? It's a goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
There could be trouble here. Oh, that's well spotted. Right. Joe! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Guyana really were asking for trouble.
And one more try! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now. Totti! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Totti with the short one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Inzaghi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Look at the space here. So no flag here. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he can thump it away. Vitinha has found the net here, of course. Ambitious ball here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rodri. Now it's Eto'o. Vitinha. Conte. Front-footed pressing going on here. Here's Roberto Carlos. And this is Torres. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rodri. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's been cut out, well played.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Foot in. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United marching seemingly on towards victory. 3-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 25, Filippo Inzaghi.
Gets us going once more.
Coming on to replace him is number 23, Berbatov. Substitution in progress.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Conte is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Gerrard. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Vitinha. This is a promising build-up. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Kimmich, and the shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And here's Torres. He's through here. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. Knocks it into space. Neto is wide and looking to get onto this. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. Guyana appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
De Ligt. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. A nice sequence of passes, this. Guyana needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Totti. That's a good ball. Rijkaard clears without hesitation. And that's gone loose. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Just 5 minutes left. Cruyff gets on his bike and on the move. Marquinhos was in no mood for any of that. Vitinha, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that is that. Manchester United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
And we
Your
come
reflections
to you now
then,
with a
Jim.
quick
Well, the
request
look on the
for
manager's
support
face
for our
says it
World
all.
Charity
He
Fund.
knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Now here is a true legend. Vinicius Junior! It's in! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Can he finish? Oh, what a be quick to recover. Can he finish?
Manchester United definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Nicely weighted ball. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. Pepe can clear it away. And here's Inzaghi. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Takes on his marker. Kimmich simply refused to be outdone there. Could move up a gear here. He can run onto that. And he's well positioned here. He's having a shot! And a neat finish! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it into space. He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vitinha looking to play him in. He's found some space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And this could be the final action of the first half. Albert Ferrer. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Just a quick announcement.
Oh, well,
We would
the
like to
pickings
inform you
certainly
that
have been rich in this
CCTV
first
is now in
half.
operation
Well, I think
for
the
your
message from the
safety.
manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position.
Filippo
He knows how
Inzaghi.
crucial the next
Coming
goal
on
will
to
be.
replace him is
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned
Substitutions
rest.
taking place.
The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that's a tidy finish! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Dembele! He's got a goal! And they're back in front! You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Club America with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run, and this is Rivaldo. Rivaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lovely ball and a real great chance! And that could have brought them level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Can he get on the end of this?
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's in a great position. Shapes to shoot! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
11, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 9, Fernando Torres.
That should get the job done.
Number 2, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field.
Roberto Carlos
Number
getting
20,
forward.
Gerrard.
Incoming delivery.
Raul.
Time is
Number
desperately
21,
short now, but it is a corner.
Number 24.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper. Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and
It's It's hit the upright. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Beckham played into space. Dink through. Good take, and there's the shot! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium,
welcome
and the
to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go
Manchester
any
United
minute now.
against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then...
Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Yamal. And that is a little undercooked. Torres. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Just eases him off the ball. It's Inzaghi! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. And he was quick to react. Torres going after that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Torres proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Stood up well to him there.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Torres. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep. Can he finish? And that should get the job done. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity and some
Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Filippo Inzaghi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ernest.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's there to retrieve it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! In he goes again! Well taken goal! No, he wasn't going to let him past. And this is Inzaghi. Knocks it into space. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Where memorabilia from today's
Manchester
match
United
are now
looking
available.
good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 25, Filippo Inzaghi.
They're on the move again.
Coming on to replace him is number
Roberto
23.
Carlos gets across to intercept that.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here. Well, there's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Manchester United with another chance from a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Oh, good effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Roberto Carlos. Park Ji-sung. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Park Ji-sung. And here's Berbatov. And that is expertly dealt with. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty...
Cristiano Ronaldo against the crossbar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him.
And Berbatov! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
A case now of complete control. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Pinches it off him. Ernest. It's Park Ji-sung. No way through there. White. And it's Berbatov. Now it's Torres. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Tries one from range! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
So, third corner of the game. Impressive jump! And it's there! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Luis Suarez. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Torres. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Added minute has been indicated.
Ernest. Pato. 4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ernest. Now it's Pato. That's the end. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
So the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi is in a really good position out wide. No outsmarting him this time. Looking to play him in.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's in a good position here. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pinches it off him. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. And here's Hullet. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Eto'o. That's destined for the flank. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Inzaghi. Always onto this.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Thuram tries to clear. Vitinha. It's skewed away. Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right card.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Please be made aware
Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back on the way.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Manchester United come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to...
Cruyff! And again, he is at his elastic best. That has been cut short. Pinged towards the front line. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's through here. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bangladesh needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Fernando Torres. Number
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Inzaghi.
Number 2.
Great ball if he can get there.
Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field. Number 10.
Interception. His
Raul.
positioning was spot
Number
on.
21. El Hadj Diouf. Number 20. Gerrard. Number 24. McAllister.
This is intriguing.
Substitution in
Next
progress.
goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Right card.
No, that's been intercepted. Conte. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that ball. Shot, surely! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the...
It's Inzaghi! And he's managed to get rid. Now then, the ball's come loose. And time is up. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they've managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Berbatov claiming the Man of the Match award,
And a quick
there
reminder
is
today,
very
would you
little
please?
room. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on
Hello,
a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vitinha. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Jordi Alba is looking to influence the game from out wide. Koeman cuts it out. Plays it out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not a hint of offside here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Oh, some tackle that. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Vitinha powering forward here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Inzaghi. Searching pass he's played there.
Guyana definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And here's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Ronaldo with a real chance here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Cruyff. He's got away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Looking to play him in. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Ronaldo looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
That is some save from the
minutes has been indicated.
Goes down, but nothing given. And that has put paid to that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello everybody, and this is a
Some
quick
first
reminder
half
to let
thoughts?
you know that
Well, this
you'll
is
be
when
able
you
to
need
catch
your players to
today's
step
match
up, Peter.
broadcast
Be
live
brave,
on
see
your
all that
club's
courage.
FM
They
station.
need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Number 25.
Manchester United can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Number 23.
And we are back on the way.
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Berbatov. Vitinha. And he was quick to react. Rodri. Not the most accurate pass. Manchester United different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, delightful ball. And it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 20, Gerrard.
Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their...
It's Eto'o! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rodri gets across to intercept that. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Berbatov! He's done very well to get to that.
Berbatov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. De Ligt gets it away. Guyana are looking to go forward now. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And here's Torres. Can he get on the end of this? Rodri. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Eto'o. Gerrard going forward. Oh, that's and Berbatov! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better.
After 79
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, just Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! A finish of true class! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Zakaria. 5 minutes to add. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus running with intent. And that is that. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Berbatov claiming the man.